Well, give us some sauce and some food on the table here, so if we could just start with, say, I believe all the wine, there's wine on every table now to start with? Well, that's half the ingredients anyway. If we start at this table here and just work our way around the food, and then work our way up that way.
That's the best decision you've made.
You only decision he's made today.
Thank you very much.
The little boxy you got is something you brought yourself that isn't fair. So just pass it to the person next to you and she'll carry right on.
This is fair.
And please give Sugi a toy.
Yeah, like a 486 30.
Or a wind up also.
I'll get you, English. Thank you again for coming on out. For those who have been with us a few years, you can see that we've gone from the first Christmas party we ever had, I think, to the 6 of us total sort of thing. It's kind of a way of measuring each year how we make it out. So, lots of things we're doing a little better. Next year, the sky don't. I've got a couple of gifts here I'd like to present to our guests who come a long way to be here. Small token of appreciation and such. Nothing particularly spectacular, but a little hat that says Navtech on it. Well, we're finally getting somewhere. I can get something to Ray and to Yuri. Thank you. Take something down east with them. This way or this way? Yeah. Backseaters always turn it around. Thank you. we also can do it in reverse. Navigators do better. And I also would like to present a couple to Wendy and Lynn for making this trip all the way up.
Thank you.
Very, very appreciative for the fact that you come out. So if you can take those back down to Joe and you with you.
I'll work do that.
You can do that.
Thank you.
Here.
Use this as the rally cap for Navtech.
One other thing, we noticed that it's snowing out there, of course, down in Georgia, they don't get too much of this stuff. But Vicky was telling a little joke here today about Santa Claus and so forth. I think I'll just pass it over to him for one joke. And thank you all for coming. Thanks.
You want me to tell
You
this
can tell
story?
this joke, man. You can tell, I can't tell it.
This information was really confidential when I left the States. I mentioned it to Ray on the drive over here, and he assured me that this was a fairly secure group of people.
Somebody got the tape.
Our FAA in the States, in its great wisdom, after vast research, came to the realization that Santa Claus had never had a check ride. He'd been flying around every year, God knows when. Nobody ever checked this sucker out. So they sent an inspector up to the North Pole, and he arrived and told Santa Claus what his proposal was. Well, Santa Claus didn't have any particular problem with it. He didn't quite understand why, but he thought he'd go along with it. So they made the arrangements to have the sleigh and the reindeer ready the next morning at 8 o'clock, and they would do this check ride. Santa Claus shows up, and the inspector shows up, and they crawl in the sleigh, and lo and behold, the inspector's sitting there with a big shotgun in his lap. Santa Claus kind of gave him a double take. He said, look, really, it's none of my business. I don't care if you carry it. Why are you carrying the shotgun? The inspector says, you're going to lose one on takeoff.